Another attack that's been reported in Tamil Nadu right after reports came in of Tamil Nadu BSP chief who was hacked to death. Now, news of a PMK Neta being attacked, a PMK functionary brutally attacked, 4 arrested, including a minor in this case. This happened in Kudalur. Patali Makkal Katri functionary was brutally hacked in front of his home by a gang of men. Shiv Sankar from Tirupati Puliyur was operating a cable TV network, was former Vaniyar Sangam head. On Saturday, we believe, he was standing outside his home when 4 men in motorbikes came surrounding him. They began to hack Shiv Sankar, escaped from the spot as neighbors began to gather. Shiv Sankar was rushed to the government hospital with slash wounds on his neck, his mouth and his shoulders, and then was taken to a hospital for treatment. PMK founder Ramdas has condemned the attack. In a statement said that the failure of the police is visible. Sankar's brother Prabhu was brutally murdered 3 years ago. Sankar, who was the main witness in the murder, was threatened by a gang, threatening him basically not to appear in court. But even after that, no action was taken against those who threatened him and no protection was given to Sankar either. This is in fact the only reason it appears that's led to this brutal murder attempt. Shows the lethargic behavior of the police as well. This is a statement coming in from Ramdas. Pramod Madhav joining us live for more on that. Pramod, fingers pointed at the Tamil Nadu government quite naturally after what we saw of the BSP chief, K. Armstrong, being hacked to death. Here's another attempt, a similar one, where bike-borne men tried to attack a PMK Neta. First of all, tell us how he's doing and what more do we know of this case? Is this again gang rivalry as claimed in the previous case?
Absolutely, Nabila. We also have CCTV footage of the men who were reportedly involved in this incident running away from the spot, and police have arrested 4 men, including a minor. But the shocking part is that, just like you mentioned, now after the BSP leader's brutal murder in the city, every case that's being reported is bringing a new kind of shock, and the questions are being raised about the law and order situation. In fact, this had occurred on Saturday, the very next day after the BSP chief was hacked to death in Chennai, and this is at Kadalur district, and the person called Shiv Sankar has been he was first taken to Kadalur Government Hospital, and now he's in Jipmar undergoing critical treatment. This is where Ramadas has put forward this question, not just Ramadas, be it opposition leader EPS or BJP leader Annamalai. Everybody are asking questions, and police are simply trying to dismiss BSP leader's case by calling it as previous enmity. Now the opposition is actually asking or demanding actual answers and probe into the matter, and they're questioning how the police is not able to curb such kind of murder attempts or murders, Nabila.
Right, Pramod, it's barely a few days since the attack on BSP chief came to light. And even as the government is now trying to grapple with what they have at hand and, of course, firefight all the blame and accusation of failed law and order, here you have another case of a similar kind. Has there been any response from the Stalin government yet on this?
Well, the only response from the police team is that 4 people have been nabbed and the investigation is happening. But the statement from Ramadas has very clearly made that it's a kind of accusation placed by PMK founder Ramadas, who says that not just Shiv Sankar, even his brother was killed in a brutal attack, and Shiv Sankar was one of the witnesses in the case, and Shiv Sankar was earlier threatened by a group saying that he should not appear in the case, and this attempt has occurred only because Shiv Sankar wanted to appear in the case, Nabila. So this is also something police have to probe, but so far 4 people have been arrested, and cops claim that an investigation is happening on this case.
All right, let me quickly cut across to Narayan Tirupati of the BJP joining us on the phone line. Sir, your take on a PMK Neta who's been attacked. They're your ally, the PMK. 4 people have been arrested. Are you satisfied with the way investigation is going?
No, this is happening every day in and out, in Tamil Nadu for the past 3 years. And hundreds and hundreds of people have been hacked to death in the last 3 years, and it has increased very recently. We have seen the Armstrong who was killed there for 3 days back, and also this incident against the PMK person. All are similar, the rowdy elements, the gang. They are not afraid of killing, murdering the people. That is what the entire thing is, orchestrated by political rivalries, and politicians are behind this. The government has not done anything. The administration is a failure. The last 3 years have been a complete failure. It shows the complete law and order deterioration in Tamil Nadu. I don't think the government has got any clue as to how to control all these things, because it is happening everywhere, right from Tirunelveli, Madurai, Tuticorin, Salem, Erode, Coimbatore, Trichy, throughout entire Tamil Nadu, it is happening for a long time. So absolutely the government is clueless. The government has failed. This is what is the Dravidian model.
Right. Mr. Tirupati, stay with us. We also have Kovai Satyan joining us for more on that. Kovai, please give us your take on the brutal attempt to hack a PMK Neta. This is a second affair in Tamil Nadu, barely days after the BSP chief was hacked to death.
Yeah, the sources say in the last 33 days there are 139 murders in Tamil Nadu. A policeman is caught in chain snatching event. The persons who are supposed to protect the law are lawbreakers who are hand in glove with the rulers, the DMK men. There's a severe breakdown of law and order in the state. Absolutely, there is no responsibility. There is no one who can take accountability. The chief minister is sleeping and he is daydreaming that all is well in Tamil Nadu. He doesn't know what's happening on the ground, on the reality, nor the people around him tell him the truth. Tamil Nadu is paying a heavy price for choosing an incompetent chief minister. The law and order is in shambles and it has completely broken down in Tamil Nadu. Common man is living in fear. Dacoity, robbery, murder, molestation, everything is on rise on exponential ratios. Tamil Nadu is creating new records on all these fronts. I think time has come for the DMK government.
In fact, Mr. Satyan, both these attempts say, at least as far as the police's version in Tamil Nadu, saying that this is gang rivalry. On one hand, you had Armstrong, who was a history sheeter. Of course, that does not discount the fact that the police should have had some whiff, or their intelligence team should have been in the know of this kind of attack that was carried out. We saw Armstrong was being hacked by men who wore Zomato dresses. In fact, they looked like delivery agents and tried to escape from the scene there, hacking Armstrong. But they claim that he was a history sheeter and this was gang rivalry. Similar attempts and claims being made even with this case, PMK Neta.
Customary answers. They are left to answer only in that lines, and they are not given the free hands. They have become puppets in the hands of DMK long back. If any important personality in the society comes through, they have a standard answer. If it is a common man, they have a standard narrative. This is what they are saying for the last 3 years. A Congress district secretary is burnt to death. It's been 2 months. There is no headway. And one of our party men, 3 days ago, he was murdered in broad daylight. There is no replies, no answers. And MK Stalin says, I will act with iron hand, culprits will not be spared. This is the mundane response and answers both from the person who is responsible, the chief minister, and the police. Police are not given the free hand to act according to the law. They are being made puppets and all their powers are being stripped because majority of this law and order breakdown is because of the DMK members involved in this. One of the person who murdered Armstrong, who was arrested out of 8, he's a DMK member and he's a practicing lawyer by himself. Take any law and order issue which is of serious nature, there is a hand of a DMK member. And how do you expect the police to act? Their hands are chained and tied. And their powers are all stripped. They are puppets in the hands of this ruler DMK.
Right. Thanks very much, Kovai Satyan, Narayan Tirupati, for joining us on that. We are going to continue tracking the developments in the story. In fact, we saw earlier, just yesterday, in fact, Mayawati paid homage to the BSP Neta who was hacked to death in Chennai on Friday. She's demanded a CBI probe in the case and claimed that the real culprits are really still at large, that he could have been murdered at the behest of someone else who's still not arrested. Her demand has also led to a political discourse now within the state. Let's have a look.
brutal murder of BSP Tamil Nadu chief by bike-borne assailants posing as food delivery agents who hacked Armstrong outside his under-construction Chennai home. Armstrong's chilling murder sent shockwaves and led to widespread criticism of Chief Minister Stalin.
On 5th June of 2024, a gruesome murder occurred at this spot. It was a person called as Armstrong, who was the BSP state president of this area, and he was a well-known person at this spot. This is a house he was constructing in this area. His actual house is almost like 500 meters from this spot, and what he had done is that nearly 200 meters from the spot is his office. The BSP state office is also present, and he had come over here, which he would do regularly, to inspect the house that he is constructing at this spot.
BSP Supremo Mayawati flew down to Chennai to meet the bereaved family of Armstrong. Mayawati and her nephew Akash Anand paid a floral tribute and demanded a CBI investigation into the killing. The BSP urged the Stalin government to ensure that the real perpetrators are arrested.
State government ये चाहती है कि हमारे आदमी को न्याय मिले, दलितों को न्याय मिले, तो और उनका हाथ नहीं है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का, वो कहते हैं कि हमारा हाथ नहीं है, तो फिर आपको ये मामला सीबीआई को तुरंत रेफर करना चाहिए। मुझे ये भी मालूम हुआ कि जिन्होंने हत्या की है अभी तक वो असली जो अपराधी है वो पकड़े नहीं गए हैं।
The Congress, meanwhile, has also raised questions over this murder, with Karti Chidambaram taking to social media to say that contract killings are a serious issue. But on record, the Congress has defended the Stalin Sarkar, but also said that the real culprits must be booked.
We strongly believe Tamil Nadu police equal to Scotland police. Definitely they bring out the real culprit. We have to find out who is behind this murder. My prayer, my request also to the government, same.
This is very serious issue, sensitive issue. So, Tamil Nadu government should take proper necessary action in this regard.
The police, meanwhile, claims to have cracked the murder, blaming it on gang war. Cops say that Armstrong's murder was an act of retaliation by slain gangster Arkot Suresh's aides, who was killed in August last year. Bureau Report, India Today.